Hello there. If you want to adapt on every situation on your non-dominant side, which is one-handed backhand, please stay on this video till the end. You will learn how to do that by doing backhand progression. I'm Coach Marvin, GPTCA Global Professional Tennis Coach Association International Coach. And on today's video, I'm going to discuss one-handed backhand progression. But before we jump into that, few months ago, I uploaded one video, step-by-step, one-handed backhand for beginners in just 20 minutes. So I'm going to show that to you again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the basic fundamentals of one-handed backhand. So if you notice my unit turn, the butt of the racket is pointing towards you, and the racket head and my wrist is relatively the same level. However, this is only good. I repeat it, it's only good. This is not the best. Why? Basic fundamentals backhand, it doesn't adapt to every situation, especially high bouncing balls, top spin, that jumps really quick and high. So it's kind of here. It's kind of here. See this, you see, look at that. Even me, I can feel it's uncomfortable to my shoulder. Therefore, this doesn't adapt the basic one-handed fundamental. It doesn't adapt to every situation unless you do the one-handed backhand progression. So when one-handed backhand progression is you start here, your unit turn. So this is your ready position or your neutral position. Then you start here, your unit turn. If you notice, my racket and my wrist, see, the racket head is higher than my wrist now, and the butt of the racket is pointing to the ground. So this one, for sure it will adapt to every situation. Even the ball is high bouncing balls, or you want to hit the ball early, or you want to hit it while the ball is rising up, and you hit the ball above your shoulder. So this is my shoulder, then the ball is above shoulder level. Then you start here, the racket head is higher than your wrist, and the butt of the racket is pointing to the ground. Then this one can adapt to high bouncing balls. However, from here, don't just jump into one-handed backhand progression. Why? It's gonna be hugely detrimental to your biomechanics or to your body. You might get injured. Why? Because you need experience. Your what I mean by that, from this is your basic fundamentals, your one-handed backhand. It starts here, you see, like I told you earlier, the butt of the racket is pointing towards you, and the racket head and the wrist is relatively the same level. So at least this one, the requirements, you should be able to rally like 5 to 7 shots already, and that means you can be able to read or calculate the 5 elements or the 5 things if you've been following my YouTube channel. So by the way, I'm going to put down the link below on the description box on this video, the step-by-step one-handed backhand for beginners in just 20 minutes. So I'm going to put it down, and so you can watch it. And please, for those of you who didn't subscribe my YouTube channel, please do so. And going back to the requirements, it takes few months before you can move from here. These basic fundamentals of one-handed backhand, and this is the progression. So if you want to improve more, and if you want to you want to be really serious on taking to the next level on your backhand, you need to do backhand progression. So backhand progression, again, I'll mention it again. I already mentioned it to you, so I have to say it few times for you to understand. And again, the backhand progression. So from here, this is one-handed backhand fundamentals. So you will start now here. You see, your unit turn is here. So you can adapt. It's easy to adapt. See, now it's not. It's now comfortable to hit, even if it's high bouncing balls. One of the reasons why you need enough experience before you can move from basic fundamental. You see, this is the unit turn, like I told you earlier, to here to one-handed backhand progression. It's because it's harmful to your body if you don't have enough experience. What I mean by that, at least your backhand basic fundamental should handle like 5 to 7 shots inside the match. That's a requirement, and that's enough experience already. And the coach can determine that. For me, I'm a coach, so I know when students can move to backhand progression. And if you really want to be serious on your backhand and to improve it and taking it to the next level, you need to do, or I recommend a one-handed backhand progression. However, it's like this. I said it earlier, it's not, it looks easy. See, from basic fundamentals, you move here, it looks that easy, but it's not. Why? Like I told you, it's harmful to your biomechanics, to your body parts, because there is a tendency to twist. You see, to twist. So that's unnatural. That's not good for the body, and because the racket, when the racket is there. This is like there's a tendency to slice. Yeah, if you don't have enough experience, it's going to slice the ball at the beginning. So I recommend enough experience before you can move to the one-handed backhand progression. And notice on this average speed that is feeding me by my friend. See, it's easy balls, average speed, waist height, and I'm using basic fundamentals backhand. Basic fundamentals backhand. It only adapts to this kind of balls, but for sure it won't adapt to high bouncing balls. Now a friend of mine is feeding me a ball, a high bouncing balls. Look, I'm still using basic fundamentals of backhand, but look how I'm hitting it above shoulder height, but the first ball goes out right away. It doesn't adapt when I make contact, a horizontal contact to the ball. This is the problem on if you keep using basic one, you don't move to backhand progression. It won't adapt to any situation like high bouncing balls, top spin, quick high bouncing balls. Look, it doesn't adapt at all. Notice here now I'm using backhand progression now. Backhand progression is when your unit turn start with your racket head above your wrist, and the butt of the racket is pointing towards the ground. And look, when I do my unit turn, my elbow is bent and it looks like a letter V shape. Look how comfortable. I'm more penetrating because I'm adapting to high bouncing balls. I show you different angles of video on this video so you can see it better. It's more on I think this is 45 degree. Still I'm using backhand progression. Like I said, look how I set my racket higher than my wrist. Then the butt of the racket is pointing towards the ground. And look at my elbow when I do my unit turn. It's in letter V shape. Look how I'm comfortable on my swing. This is the good thing of backhand progression. Actually, the best backhand in the world, like Federer and Nadal, that's how they do their backhand. Again, look how I set it up, my unit turn. I'm more actually penetrating. I can compress the ball comfortably. And look at my ball. It's like the accuracy is there. The comfort of my swing is there. If you want to level up your game, from basic fundamentals backhand to backhand progression. That's the beauty of this backhand progression. It can adapt high bouncing balls. Again, repeat it so you can understand it. Look how my unit turn when I start. The racket is higher than my wrist. The butt of the racket is pointing towards the ground, and look at my elbow in a V shape before I swing through the ball. This is the again the beauty of backhand progression.